Hello, this is ISUPK, start of 125th Street, Harlem, New York. We are the sub branch in UK at 394 Lodge Road, 185 B185 PW under the direction of Commanding General Yohana. To all the brothers, Yahweh Shim Yashai Brakatam. To all the sisters, Yahweh Shemar Al Atan, Yahweh Shim Yashai. And we are the ISUPK, and this is the Monday night class. We have law class on Monday, brotherhood on Tuesday, coming from Manchester. Wednesday we have history class, and Thursday we have scripture breakdown. Friday we have the last one Kadash, and Saturday we have on the ends. Likewise, Friday we have the on the end, sorry, and likewise we have the Sabbath class on Saturday. So, and the street camp, if we're going out, yeah. So we're not throwing out any nets out on the street at the moment because things are like a fiery, and we have to be seeking more brothers and sisters to come in. Well, with that, we start the class. Sorry for being late this evening because technical difficulty set in. So anyway, let's get into it because we only have an hour and a half. So let's murder it. This class is called Dietary Law, and we're gonna start with the book of Acts 15 verse 29 because our people continue to eat some stuff. It is not good for you. It is not good for you, period. Whether it's be a festive season food, Christmas, Easter, or any one of them festive season, the food that they are giving you is not good for you, right? That turkey that you've been eating, type into your smartphone, call, you walk around here with smartphone, and the phone is smarter than you anyway. Right? So you must understand, sir. If you walk around something smarter than you, then boy, you must be one of the smartest fool around. Special kind of fool, I'd call it anyway. So look, your smartphone have everything you have, and you're living in the best time on the earth, where everything is in the palm of your hand, right? But you only use it to create problems to people. You must use it to come to know the laws, statutes, and commandments. Know your responsibility. You eating these foods, and I'm sure you can see a certain nation, let me say Moab. In fact, Moab, you see what Moab is doing with the food? It is getting really bad. So you need to step away from those things and come to know your standard of diet. Your standard of diet does not conform with the other nation because their standard of diet is totally different from yours. They are eating some stuff will make your stomach and your belly turn. Yeah? You can't even leave the yard. But look what your people doing. They hyped it up, make it think just like the cheap clothes that they make 40 cents to make a t-shirt, and you're buying it for $300, 300 pounds. Yeah? And that's what they do to the filthy, nasty food. They hyped it up, make you think of this food because of the price. It is of any great nutrition to your body. No, it kills your system because it wasn't designed for you. Look at what most of you are killing yourself about. Lobster. You're eating your own fecal matter because they can you imagine your fecal matter passed through 4 different animals, and the last one you still take him up and eat him, right? Which break down the last part of your fecal matter, and you're gonna say, oh, you got a platter of shrimps. Cockroach, that's a sea cockroach. Moab now is taking the real cockroach when you go into the house where a menace to you, and he's making it into snacks. Are you gonna eat those stuff? Just because Moab says it's nutritious? Nothing but filthy is nutritious. Yeah? So if you continue to do these things, you're gonna see. Let's tell us something when the Mosai said, you shall seek physician. You know not talk about no Obeah. And Obeah mean, as most people that think. Physician means a person who deals with herbs. Doctors. Whether they have a degree in doctorate or they have whatever in herbal medicine. That is the physician he's talking about. Because Christ I got to tell you if you're going to work no Obeah. You understand? This is what you must understand. We are a special people, and special people, things are made for special people. You thinking that you and the other nation must compete for the nasty food. You need to stop it, Israel. That's not for you. Yeah? And I'm telling you, we are in the last days, and you're gonna pay for all of these foolishness where you think, yeah, get away with it. Your body gonna pay, and you're gonna have to answer to the Most High. Why didn't you come and find out your heritage? Just spend your time doing everything else, except what your father tell you to do. You're doing the things of the other nation God. They have not changed their God, but you have changed yours. And what their God is telling you to do is to go against your God. Because everything you do to please other nation God is going against your God. Is that a good thing for you to be doing, Israel? No. So let's go into the book of Acts 15, verse 29. Carry that, Baba Kusha.
The book of Acts, chapter 15, verse 29. That ye abstain from meats offered to the idols, and from blood, and from things strangled, and from fornication, from which if ye keep yourselves, ye shall do well. Fare ye well.
Right. The brothers read it again and says, you must stay away from things sacrificed to idol. Whether it be strangled or it be killed, and until it says halal meat, stay away from it. Them that's no good for you. Designed for you. Right. If the thing is strangled, it goes through a lot of stress before it give up the life. It struggles before it give up the life. You don't want that kind of meat in your body. Nowadays, I tell you, you have to be eating octopus tentacles, and you have to eat it while it is moving on the plate. Is that a good thing for you? What if it stuck in your throat and that suction thing on it stuck in your throat? What are you gonna do? Push your hand down your throat? Maybe it's too far down that you can't even get your finger down there.
Right.
Yeah? So when you are doing that kind of stuff, your food up on your plate and move, and you compete with eat it, you're not a wild animal. That's for the other nation who live in the wild, chasing them food for sustenance. It's not for you. Your meat was supposed to be blessed and then killed and then prepared. You're not supposed to have your knife and fork on the plate, a fight for cut it, for eat it. Or you have to take it and put it in your mouth while it's flicking around. That's not good for you, Israel. You are a special people. You must behave like a special people. You are royalty among all nations. You might be at the bottom, or as what they call you at the bottom. No. Don't forget your position is to rule the other nation. Not because you might be at the bottom, no, as they call it. That does mean you must act like them. You take a pig out of the mud and put on a tuxedo shirt on it. What do you think is going to work when you let him out? Right back in the mud. It never make for you. You are just adapting to the wickedness that they are teaching you and make you yourself feel like say, you are equal to them. You don't need to be equal to them. Give them the respect because they're the ruling power. If this is their world, when your world comes, they cannot compete with you in your world. So why would you feel comfortable to lower yourself down to such a, gravitate yourself down to such a lower level to feel comfortable? Trim your trim your ways just to be accepted by the other nation. You don't need to do that. You're a special people. The love that the Most High have for you cannot be diluted or it cannot be transferred to the other nation. They might be ruling over you now, but that's fine. This is their world. You just need to come back to the laws. And let's read this again. Acts 15, verse 29.
The book of Acts, chapter 15, verse 29. That ye abstain from meats offered to idols.
Hold on. You must abstain. It never say you must keep a feast to eat this nasty thing. You must abstain. Abstain means you must stay away from it. Stop doing that. No, have nothing to do with things like that. Now, when we see you talk about you taking out your woman, and your woman is gonna pressure you, oh, you're not taking me to this seafood restaurant for my birthday. You're not even supposed to be celebrating birthday. That's a wicked thing to do. But because you adapt to the wickedness of the nation, because you trim your ways to fight for them to love you. But what about your God? What your God feel about you, what you're doing? He's not pleasing them. And the same place you're there, trying to spend big money to eat garbage, the same place he might kill you. Just to teach you a lesson. But some of you so stubborn and blinded that you might think, say, oh, just an accident. But the Most High kill your ass right there for make you know say he's not playing no game with you.
Right.
Yeah? Because you continue to aggravate his spirit. But the other nation gods, you are pleasing their gods, and their gods cannot do nothing for them. So why would you trim your ways to please them or to want to equalize with them? It's not good for you. Israel, wake up. Whether we be in the last days, or we be in the second to last days, or we're at the bottom of the last days, in a need for you, for you compete with them. How would you feel if you know, say, you cause your children to go into this diverse level of sin where you never take up and teach them and say, you know what, my kids, I have made mistakes, but I don't want you to come and do the same thing as I did because I did know no better, because my father did not show me any better. But I come realize this now, say I'm wrong. Pass that on to your kids them and let they know that you love them and you want them to walk in the ways of your forefather Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. You think John did just give up his freedom of his life because he wanted to do that? He did it because he knew it was good for us. Yahushua never give up his life because he feel like, oh yeah, let me be a hero. No, he gave it up because he know it's going to be valuable to you, Israel. And what you seem to do? You seem to cast it aside. Right? Is that a good thing? No. It just makes you look stupid and the other nation clown you out. Right? Now we wake up and come to realize that this internet is here to make it easier for you. The smartphone is here to make it easier for you to get you into these things. So yes, some of you couldn't really get the book or whatever or have the time. But it's right here in your hand. You can sit down on the bus if you have to work. Read the scripture. You have enough brothers who you can contact or sisters you can contact. You don't have to know them. Just come into the ISUPK and everybody will understand that. Look, the home of the truth is here to support you to come to the truth.
Right.
And leave the other nation business for them. Now, it won't be beneficial to you and your kids. You are bringing the children to the fire, which is not necessary. This smartphone is smart enough to help you. But are you putting yourself in a position for the phone to help you? Because one click, Bible download. If you can't read it, let it read to you. That's how good it is. So let's show you the same thing that the brother just read, just to make sure you understand. You don't have to read.
Abstain from meats offered to idols, and from blood, and from things strangled, and from fornication, from which if ye keep yourselves, ye shall do well.
Simple. The phone itself read to you. How good of a time in this life you have. The other people before us never have this opportunity, but you have it now. And you're gonna get up off of your ass and stop procrastinating and do something that your grandchildren can benefit. You're just being selfish and wicked with it.
Right.
Because the other nation tell you, don't worry about it. Why should you not worry about your heritage, but they can teach you to become a part of their heritage, to make you look like a clown, to clown you out, to disrespect your God? Eh? Where's your standard, brother? Where's your standard, sister? Because the standard was made from you. All the other nations, what you see they are doing, claim that they are above you. They take your heritage and rub it in your face. Now they say, oh, women, they dress like sluts. Now you have your pants down, way down, your back pocket almost down your knee. Is that the best way for you to dress? Why you think the other nation don't have no respect for us? Because you don't command the respect. You demand respect because you can bad up your brother and you can disrespect your people. But when it comes to them, you're humble. You're chicken out. You don't have to go fight with them, you know. The Most High will do the fight when they step to you. Remember, he did it in Egypt, and all of those things was examples for you to follow. We didn't get on go fight for Pharaoh with the hatchet and with FARC and whatever club. No. The Most High said, gather yourself and get yourself ready. You meet where you eat, stand up eating it, because you're going to go on a long journey. When he was destroying Egypt, he never tell you to go and fight Pharaoh. He showed you that he can fight Pharaoh without you have to do anything. All you needed to do was prepare yourself to make the move. Yes? Even when Pharaoh think his mighty chariots and things, and he'll call what? He call his son and brother, and it's the moon his sister, and the stars, whatever you want to call them. The Most High never tell you to go and fight him. So in this way, you don't have to fight him. Once you take up your heritage, he will show you what he will do for you. Right? So if you continue to eat these nasty things and disrespect your God for the other nation, what do you think he's gonna do to you? He's gonna kill you. Because you are telling him that you don't care. And he's telling you, so look, you have a responsibility, you have a duty to pass this down to your children. Because Moses passed it down to his children, John passed it down to his people. What are you doing in this time? The whole clothes that you walk around with, a swag, the piece of recycled car where you drive around, you think that is anything you can save you? The queen have so much wealth, and she never go down on the grave with one, a penny. So you don't have nothing to lose, because you're broke mentally, you're broke physically, spiritually you're tattered. And look, the Bible, you have it on your phone. Use it, because we are the living dead among them, the other dead people we walk around. Yeah? But your death does not last forever. Their death is forever. Right?
Right.
You are spiritually dead, which you can resurrect yourself using this, because it's what our people used to use. Go back to dear God. Remember, your name is Israel, mean Prince of the Power. Yeah? You don't need no other thing. Material things don't give you no power, you know. And you will not be safe in this kingdom with no wealth. The taxman will be chasing you. The robbers will be chasing you. And even your own friend will set people who will kill you for your wealth. So why worry about the material things of this world? You can't eat. You have somewhere to sleep. Just do what your God said and you make the difference to you. But no. You even take yourself to the church and not pay the pastor if you tell a lie. How broken are you? We're really broken, you know. Slavery has really played a number on us. But
Right.
you can change that. We change from the things of the world. And look at us. We are a prime example for you to follow, because we see our people in the Bible done it. I remember in those days, I cannot say it used to be looking hard, because some miles where them have to walk. You have vehicle where you can drive. They used to have donkeys and they have to pad mules and stuff with them food. You can throw your food in the back of your car and drive 20 miles within an hour and a half or something. And you're all right. Sorry, about 60 or 70 miles within an hour and a half. And you're all right. And you're not wetting. Remember, they have to stop places to shelter when the rain falls. And they have to set up camp to get themselves to get some rest. You don't need to rest to drive 1.5. You don't need even need to leave your house, because what? Everything is right. If you have the internet, you get everything. And if you don't have the internet, or you have little data, we put live stream, so you can go back and watch it. We send out video, you can go back and watch it as much as you want, right? What's stopping you from just wake up out of this dumb dead state and stop eating this nasty food? Well, we're gonna go to a different scripture, because it seems like Israel don't value themselves enough. Are you just too weak? You only have strength to fight your brother. Where's the love for your brother? But you love the other nation. You procrastinate so much. Oh, I think I'm gonna be busy next week. So what about the other week and the other week and the other week? Your life is still sustained even though you make that lying excuse. Because sometimes you make an excuse or pass it down the road right at the pub or the gambling shop. I just hook up on the wall like guineas in your hand and you split a roll.
I think Hakayan's in.
Is it?
I think so. If you want to hail him, see if he hails us back.
Hello, Akayan? Are you in? Yeah. Let me know when you're in.
His mic's muted. Tell him to.
Yeah, Shalom, Lord and Christ.
Shalom, Lord and Christ, brother. Welcome. Glad to see you. Glad to hear you.
Yeah, man.
Hope everything is going all right for you.
Everything's all right, man. The water.
Things tawab. Good enough. Thank you, brother. It's me and the priest, Hariala, holding it down. Can you hear us?
Come.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right, so let's go to Genesis 9, verse 3.
You want that Hakayan?
Aka, you want to pick this up? Genesis 9, verse 3.
Khan, I'll get it. Yeah.
So when all is said and done, you're neglecting your duty. You're neglecting your kids' and future. The other nation, they went and sleep with the animal to think that it's gonna give them good luck so their children can benefit. You don't need to do those things because bestiality is not a part of our genetics. It's for the other nation. And once you start socializing and start taking on it, you know what they say? And there's a saying says, show me your company, I tell you who you are.
Later.
You are hanging out with the other nation, we tell you who you are, because you're gonna do the things to be accepted among them, neglecting your history, neglecting your children and future. If you don't love yourself, love your children and your grandchildren. Let them come and know the good things that are available, are awaiting them. If you even don't want it, don't worry. Pass down knowledge to your children. Want to read Akayan?
Genesis 9 verse 3. Every moving thing that liveth shall be meat for you.
Is that good?
Even as the green herb I have given you all things.
Right, so Genesis 9 verse 3, Officer Akayan, Priest Akayan, just read it. Let's go over it again. Every moving thing that liveth shall be meat for you, even as the green herbs have I given you all things. So when you go down into what the Bible says, it does mean so you must go eat the things when you see until a spin behind him and them are digging in dirt like what you call swine. That's not what you're supposed to eat, right? It not because it say all things I've given to all moving things. It doesn't mean that. It goes down to show you the things that you're supposed to eat. If you're gonna eat fish, eat the one with the scales. If you're gonna eat a goat, you must understand why you must eat a goat, because can you find that scripture?
You want?
Where this feet is cloven feet, the animal that you're supposed to eat.
Leviticus 11.
Right. Leviticus 11 verse 3 to 8. Right? So don't get it wrong when you say all things, all living things. So say every moving things, right? Every moving things don't mean that you must eat crab, lobster, shrimps, mussels. None of those things are not supposed to eat. Read
The book of Salakia, the book of Leviticus, chapter 11, verse 3. Whatsoever part of the hoof, and is cloven footed, and cheweth the cud, among the beasts, that shall ye eat.
That shall you eat. So you see, your things are specifically labeled out for you. All the other living things that the Bible refers to, Akayan, can you read it again for me?
Genesis 9 verse 3. Every moving thing that liveth shall be meat for you.
All right, hold on. Every living thing that moves shall be meat for you. It does mean that it's for you directly, Israel. No. It is talking about giving that to the other nation. When you go into the book of Leviticus 11 verse 3 to 8, it tells you the type of meat you, Israel, supposed to eat. And shall we read that Leviticus 11 again? To show you that our things are specifically labeled and designed to conform with your digestive system.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 11, verse 3. Whatsoever part of the hoof, and is cloven footed, and cheweth the cud, among the beasts, and Salakia, that shall ye eat.
Exactly. So you see, the Bible breaks it down stage by stage that you can identify your food. You going out at night to catch crab, that's nowhere in the Bible that you should do things like that, right? Because you don't have to go to night to get your goat or your cow or your ox to eat. But you're going out at night to take one of the filthiest things, a crab. A crab is a scavenger, and it's scavenged by night. And the same dead things, dead carcass, he will eat it and you go back one eat the same thing. You're gonna be sick, Israel, because that was not designed for your stomach. It's for the other nation. Their body is designed for those things. You're supposed to have a clean vessel. Or you're gonna set example if you're filthy. Or are you going to set example by eating nasty food? You can't set example if you say, okay, that man is speaking to that little child over there and I know that child is underage. If you're a pedophile, can you correct command this and say a pedophile? Well, it's the same thing you do. You cannot correct somebody who you see is eating a hog. And then you say, oh brother, that not so saying about we eat some shrimp sometime, you know, and I tell her, get a good platter the other day, you know. And me enjoy that, or pepper shrimps and things. You cannot correct somebody when you do the same filthiness. We are correcting you because we are not doing those things. We are a living example that you must come and follow. Because guess what? If we don't tell you, we are gonna be held responsible for all of this. I don't want your responsibility on my shoulder. So I'm making sure that I sacrifice my time for my God to teach you and your children that we are a special people. We don't need to be following these people doing all of this foolishness. Right? Nobody ever whip over your back anymore. So that is not an excuse for you. Your 9 to 5 is not an excuse for you. To say, boy, you have to depend on the double hustle and grind just to make extra money so you can put food on the table. No. You can do that to pay the bills and put food, but you don't have to take it and buy filthy food, which is going to make you even double sick. So when you see, when Genesis 9 verse 3 tell you it kind of have food you're supposed to eat, then you go to Leviticus 11 verse 3 to 8, tell you specifically, tell you what to look for when you're going to eat those, when you're going to choose an animal. Read that for me again.
Come on. The book of Leviticus chapter 11 verse 3.
And listen carefully. The stages that you must follow to identify the food that you're supposed to be eating. Go on.
Whatsoever parts of the hoof and is cloven footed and cheweth the cud among the beasts, that shall ye eat.
Can you see the pattern of how to identify your meal? It never says it's supposed to have 6 foot on one side and 6 foot on the other side, and you must chase it by night with a buckle lamp. Yeah? And you must take him out of the mud. That's not for you. Those things. So I sometimes where you see some people pick up the crabs from, it's out of a sewage system. And you know exactly what in a sewage system. Your fecal matter. Imagine somebody, some people work at care home and the things that some come out of some people's body, it go into the sewage system, and the crab is down there eating it and bringing it back up on your table. Eh? Are you supposed to be recycling the fecal matter in your system? No. Your body is supposed to be a clean vessel. And you will take your hard-earned double grind money and go and buy those filthiness and things that you enjoy in life. There's no life in eating fecal matter. There's only the second knife of a just going to try it and eat it then. Because since that you want to taste the fecal matter anymore. Go and do that. Instead of fooling yourself and talk about you go buy crab and lobster and all of those. It ain't good for your system. And this is why a lot of you end up with all kind of problems. Diabetes, arthritis, all kind of things when you're supposed to eat that clog up your body, clog up your pores. Yeah, sometimes you brush your teeth and you go up and down because of what you have in your stomach, your breath smells bad. And it's not that you're hungry now. It's the filthiness you have break down in your digestive system. That smell have to come out somewhere, somehow. Right? So if you're going to spend your time killing yourself slowly, and then you say that is life you're enjoying because the other nations are doing it, so you have to do it. No. You're not supposed to be a follower. You're supposed to be a leader. You're supposed to be setting example for their nature. So when they see you and your kids and your family, they're supposed to say, yeah, that family is a respectable family. Because God has put you on that pedestal to be that chosen people who's supposed to say, bring a light. You're supposed to be the light to the world. Eh? You cannot be a light to the world while you're in the filthiness. Listen, we have come a long way where we don't need nobody to be telling us what to do. You know who you are now. Live that life to please God. And to make sure so your children understand that they are valuable. Their standard is above all other nations. Right? We continue to procrastinate and making excuse saying that, oh, I won't be able to do this week. How long you gonna play that game? Because you're not fooling nobody now. You're lying to yourself and you're fooling yourself. But don't forget, there is a day of reckoning. You're gonna have to answer for your wickedness. Why put your children then through the fire? And you know better. Right? So if we continue to live like this, then when are we going to even wake up our children? Nowadays, you can't even speak to your kids anyway, because when they see you drinking and you're drunk, what are you going to do? You can't tell me what to do. You can't give me relationship advice. Look at your life. And damn right they have the right to say that to you. Because you're a bad example. But yet still you want to advise them. And you can't even clean up your life, but you want to advise them. They are looking at you, they are seeing what you are doing. But no, you, oh, I'm your father, you must listen to me. Yeah, when you are setting a good example, and I can identify that you are doing something that I can admire to say, yes, my dad has turned his life around, my mom has turned her life around, and she's doing what she's supposed to do, showing us the right way to live. Your daughter is coming out of the house, and you can see right up her chastity before she even comes out of the house. Yeah? Your son is coming out of the house and he back pocket the all the way down her knee. And my son that you know. So I grow up my son and his son a thugs on the road enough. Son getting respect. When the respect there? At that time the respect you want for your son, you're scared of your son. You're scared of your daughter because you don't want to tell them, I hate your dad. I don't like you. Well, let them love you for the good things. And respect you for showing in the right way. But don't let them love you because they want to live like the other nation, wild and useless. We are not going to get it perfect, you know. But once you can lay on the foundation that they can say that really and truly my dad was telling me right thing, you know. But you know, you're young and you're stupid and you just do something. Yeah, that's fine. We all make mistakes. But if you can prevent your child from going through that same process, do it. It's the best thing you'll ever give to them. Buy them all of these material things don't mean nothing, you know. Because you know, once they put them body into it a few times, they don't even like it anymore. But the law, teach them the law. Teach them who they are. Teach them how valuable they are. And you will understand that they will love you more. Priest Akayan. Is Akayan there, sir?
Khan, yeah.
Is it okay if you read Mark 7 verse 19?
Khan, no sweat. I got that for you.
So all the love you're showing them, if you're not teaching them about the laws, statutes, and commandments, and the value that they how valuable they are in this world, you ain't giving them nothing. You ain't giving them nothing. Because if you're not giving them the laws of their God and the history of their people to show them that you are the chosen people. You don't need nobody else to tell you. It's right there. The smartphone is right there. Download the Bible and I'll break it down for you. Come to the ISUPK 394 Lodge Road, B185 PW, and we have camps all over the globe. You need to understand that it's your duty to guide the children the right way, because they won't come and point finger at you and say, you are a useless dad. If you had told me this from how long, I would try it. But you have never showed me that. You're going to have to answer to that and day of reckoning. Everybody, every man you see here, or every brother, every sister, we were in the world. But we found our heritage. And we are making sure that they pass it down to their children. So in time to come, they cannot say, you didn't teach me nothing good. You teach me to gamble. You teach me to sleep around because you say me a gallus. Get a few wives. If you want to be a gallus, get a few wives and hold it down. Yeah? You're going to teach your daughter, so go, you're going to shake your ass. Shake what your mama gave you. What is she shaking out? Listen, the love you show your children, it's from the Bible. Abraham showed his kids love. Jacob come down and make sure he call all his sons up to the side of his bed and he teach them. This is the love for your brother. Yeah? He never tell them to go be like gangster, drop your pants and walk like you over fall over. And if you're going up one step, you have to hold your pants scratch, go up on a step.
That's right.
No. You teach them the last statutes and commandments. You are brothers. We know you are be hungry because your sister was abused by Ishmael. So we know you have a violent temper. But look, you must live brotherly love. Choose a class which is brotherhood, and they will break it down and show you how brothers supposed to live like brothers. Yeah, they're teaching from Manchester, and those guys hold it down steady stream. Yeah, you can do the same. Just find a few hours. One day out of the week won't kill you. Akayan, can you read for me?
Quran Khan, Mark 7, verse 19.
Verse 19.
Khan, because it entereth not into his heart,
Right?
but into the belly, and goeth out into the drought, purging all meat.
Purging all meat. Right?
Khan.
Still doesn't say you must eat crab, lobster, and shrimps. It tell you in Leviticus 11 verse 3 to what? 3 to Leviticus 3 11 to 8, right? It tell you how to carefully select the animal that you're going. If they have none of the characteristics or none of the features that the Bible says, you're not supposed to eat it. Because you're not gonna see a hog behave like a horse. A hog behave like a hog. It eat anything, right? Even if your foot drop off and the hog can reach to it before you take it out, you're gonna eat it. But you will never see your foot drop off on a horse eating it because it wasn't designed for that, right? But when you come and giving your children birthdays are disgusting. Giving them birthday party, what you think you're doing? You're sacrificing them to the evil of the system. Can you realize that Job likewise was cussing about the same thing? Job went and he prayed and says, my children have cursed God in their heart. And he went down into prayer. He never went and joined them and started partying and said, these are my kids, I love them. That's not love for your kids by giving them birthday party.
Right.
Right? When you see your kids and they love me because I do this for them, you're doing evil for them. And if they come to realize it after a while, they're going to hate you. Because they realize that you're driving them to serve the other gods, eating dead things that sacrifice to idols. Christmas is another filthy day. But yet still, you spend most of what you earn for the last 11 months just for that day, or just for that festive season. Not knowing that you are doing wickedly. Where is the love for your brothers and your sisters when you're going to say, okay, we're going to go out for a meal at my expense, and because you are paying it, they have to choose whatever you say on the platter. Isn't that wicked? Because you are paying it, they have to follow the rules of choosing what you want them to choose. I don't even like to eat out anyway, so I would even invite somebody to go to eat. Most of all, to the other nation restaurant, because boy, they have some abominable cooking going on there, man. They make you sick for days when you go home. And at that you feel so you go to have a nice meal with the family. Nothing nice about committing sin against a God. Not at all. There's no excuse for you to be doing that because the other nation has never changed their God. So why are you changing your God? There's nothing good about that. Read again for me, Akayan.
Okay. Mark 7:19. Because it entereth not into his heart, but into the belly, and goeth out into the drought, purging all meats.
See? Now, we're going to step up one verse up. Go up to 19 for me. So, sorry, up to 18.
Mark 7, verse 18. And he saith unto them, are ye so without understanding also?
Hold on. Are ye so without understanding that you can't even tell your child, you can't even correct your child to say, look, this is understanding, doing what our God says, not what the other nation God says. We are not doing to please the other nation because they are pleasing their God. They have not changed their God, but to be accepted by them, we have to change our God. Really? You ain't teaching your kids nothing that makes sense then. If you cannot give them this basic and very important rules to follow, the law is the commandment that your God gave to you. He didn't give it to the other nation because they are not important to him. He gave it to you because you are worth something. You are valuable in his sight. You're supposed to be a light unto the world, the salt of the earth. But you're acting like a Gentile, which is not needed in this time. Nobody is beating your back. Nobody tell you that you have to go down to the pub and get drunk. Don't get me wrong, nothing wrong with drinking, because Yahushua first miracle was turning water into wine. He never drunk. Yes, he drink, but he never stumble all over the place like a taunted crab, looking somewhere to lean up and to balance himself. No. Everybody drink and was okay. But when you go down to the pub and because the brother or a few man on there buying free drinks, you're gonna behave like a glutton and coming out vomiting and staggering, somebody have to hold you up to carry to your yard. That is wickedly. Right? So if you can't see in yourself, where's your understanding in all of this? The problems that you see happening in the world, it's happening because of you. God is stirring up the other nation in these last days to make your life unhappy so you can come back to him. Right? But some of you are gonna lose. Some of you are not gonna come. Some of you too stubborn and too stupid. Wise in your own foolishness. That's how you read all kind of books and you realize that you're reading the philosophies of fools. Because everybody's going to come up with their stupid idea, wanting you to glorify them, to say, oh, I have read this book that this brother write and it makes sense. No sense in it if you're not keeping the last Ten Commandments. Because you realize their error when you read the Bible and you realize that you don't need to do what they say. What they are coming up with, so most of the time they take it from the Bible and they put a twist on it to make you feel like they are smart. Ain't nothing smart about following the other nation. Right? Their days of beating your back physically is done. Get them out of your mind. Get them out of your heart. Because when you get them out of your heart and your mind, they will realize that you have woken up to serving your God, and now their God cannot do nothing for them, but your God is ready to stand up for you. The law is the best thing that you can ever introduce your children to, and keep it so they can say, okay, my dad did stay into the truth. We are here. Come. Nobody's gonna turn your back. Yes, brothers come out of prison. Brothers come out of had a bad situation like being alcoholic, being gamblers, doing all kind of things, drugs, and they all come out of somewhere and they stop and turn their life around. Every brother who have a bad experience, is an example for you to hear the story and realize that this man has changed his life. You can change yours too. Right? Some are vagabonds, but guess what? When they come into the truth, they realize they don't need to live like that. Because this is what changed us. Not jumping up and down in church, not paying the pastor to tell you lies, not hanging out with the other nation thinking that they're going to love you because they still speak behind your back, and some bright enough to spit in your face. Not physically spit, but the things that they say to you in your face, yes, it can hurt your feelings so much that you have said, what? Why can't we just get along? They don't want to get along with you, Israel. And they are scared, but they're going to tell you that they're scared. They know who you are, and they know what will happen in the future. So abusing you for you to stay away from them is a good thing. Gather yourself to your people, not unto them. Akayan, if you could read from 19 for me, please.
Mark 7:19, because it entereth not into.
Sorry there, Salaka. You could read from 18 for me, sorry.
Do you not perceive that whatsoever thing from without entereth into the man, it cannot defile him?
Right?
Should I read it again?
Hold on. It cannot defile you. This law come into your mind, it won't defile you. Yes? You showing your children the right way to live and to follow their God ain't gonna defile you. But the filthy food, the abominable things, don't think because it say whatever enter into and cannot defile him, it does mean that you must go eat the abominable food. That is gonna defile you. Because somebody pass and you smell terrible, that is defiling you. Because it shows that you have some form of issue. Right? It shows that something is going on within your system that is not supposed to be there. So it defiling you when the person passes. Oh, it smells terrible. It smells like something died in him. So you're walking around with a cemetery inside of you, with the abominable food breaking down inside of you. It's gonna give off some form of effect. So if you understand your value, as we come to understand we are valuable, join this school, join this organization because we will teach you. We ain't got nothing to hide from you. This is here for your learning that you can pass it on to your children and they can look and say, we have found the truth. We have found our value. We have found where we belong. We have found where our ancestors have left this history. And the other nation was trying to hide it from. They spend millions covering this up. But guess what? You know what they say. They open Pandora box and that's the wrong thing they did. You black people should know these things because we didn't want you to learn to read. We were reading, but not English. We were reading, but not Mandarin. We were speaking Hebrew. We weren't able to speak your language, but we were speaking our language and reading our books. And because you take it and translate it now in your language, we weren't able to read. That's fine. There's no crime in that because we weren't speaking your language anyway. Because your language wasn't even clean enough to enter into our mouth for we to speak it anyway. We were speaking the pure language Hebrew.
That's right.
Because we are a pure people.
Right.
When you come about we are, you do all kind of things just because you didn't want us to know your filthy language anyway. Now that we know it, we can come back to our heritage. As the Hawashai said, whatever language we speak, somebody will be there to teach us. There are people in the Dutch island speaking Dutch, but there's somebody there that can teach in the Bible. There are some people in China speaking Mandarin, but I'm sure there's somebody there to teach them in Mandarin. Yeah? There's people speaking Spanish, and I'm sure their brother who's teaching there speaking Spanish. So there's no excuse for you not to come to your heritage. There's no excuse for you to say, I don't understand what they mean when you're speaking that language. The language that you are speaking, somebody will be there to teach you. This is the ISUPK. You think everybody in here is a dunce? There are people who go to university here. There are people who are lecturers in university. There are doctors, there are lawyers. There are all kind of people in this organization. So dust yourself off and put away your procrastinating excuse. There ain't nothing for you to be making excuse about in these last days. As I said, the smartphone is right in the palm of your hand. Make a call, send a text. Join the class, it's online. We give you the location already, and we can still give you it. 394 Lodge Road, B185PW. I'm sure you can write that down. Put it in your phone and search it. You can make phone call because on the website, you got a brother number, the priest number, and you can speak to him and make an arrangement. So what is the problem then, Israel? There's nothing left in this world. There's nothing in this world for you. You must understand that the only thing left for you in this world is to keep the law, statutes, and commandments, because this is what is going to save you. Do you see it high time for you to wake up now? Wake up out of your sleep and your slumber, because time is not waiting on none of us, It's going to be really bad when it kicks off. And for the prophecy to be fulfilling against you and not for you, it's your fault. Don't blame nobody. The Most High has given us the ability to set up different schools in different locations all over the world. So anywhere you are, you're not too far from a brother or a sister who might be going down that way, or online. You can get the internet to play games and to do all kind of nasty things you want to see on the internet. but you can't find time to use it to study your own last statutes and commandments. Pass on your heritage and to your family. I'm sure they would be happy. If you save one of your child now from the destruction, you have done well. But can you imagine now that you're marching down to the destruction road and you are the one and the father getting the cussing? That you never show us nothing, you never tell us nothing, all it shows is how to gamble, or to tell lie, or to run riot in the house, and to go down to the pub and drunkard, or to roll a spliff. And my boy, this you think can roll a spliff good enough. Look at her roll it, well good enough. That ain't no achievement. One part of one section of this law, you achieve more than you have ever learned in school. 15, 20 years. Yeah? So, as we are here as living example in these wicked times, the Most High still protect us that we can come and pass it down to you. Show you that we are a living example. There ain't nothing for you to be afraid. You will be protected by the Most High. You know what time we're going out there battling? How much demons we come across? People even having 666 tattooed in their mouth and their lips. All kind of demons out there, but the Most High will protect us from them. Just like we have to stand down now, because it's their time to riot. We don't want to be a part of them rioting because it's not going to benefit us. It's going to look like if we are out there, we're supporting them. We're not supporting them. It's them against themselves. Let them fight out with themselves. Yeah? You come into this and be protected. Gather yourself, O nation, not desire. Zephaniah 2 verse 1. Gather yourself, O nation, not desire. Yeah? So you and I are the same children of Israel. It doesn't matter which Caribbean island you're here of. We are the same nation of people.
That's right.
Of the 12 tribe of Israel. And all the Most I gave to us, the last statutes and commandments, it wasn't for the other nation, even though you see the other nation, them write many Bibles and they say our Bible and our heritage is watered down and this is not. They even go as far as to say, God love everybody. None of them can prove it up to this day that God love everybody in the Bible. Because your kingdom is coming, everybody want to join with you now, which they should anyway, but not in the way you want them to join with you, because they're not supposed to be equal with you. They're going to be down there, meanwhile they'll be up there. And guess what, Israel? They're going to understand now that you are the real chosen people. You are who God gave the last statutes to be a light unto the Gentiles. But some of you want to behave like the Gentiles and call yourself Gentiles. You are not. You are Israelites. You might be living that filthy life like the filthy ways of the Gentiles, but you are not. Sorry to tell you. I'm bursting your bubble. You are Israelites, and you have a duty to bring forth this last as a command to your children and your people wherever they are. Wake them up. It's your duty to wake up your children, wake up your household, wake up your neighbor, wake up your brother and his sister them. But leave the other nation and their business. It's not beneficial to you. That's why we leave them out there in the street. When they finish them, whatever malarkey they're going on with out there, we will go back and we will remind our people out there that you're not supposed to be joining with these people. Leave them alone. When your judgment comes on you, have you seen the other nation get out to support you? They don't care. They laugh when your judgment comes upon you. They rejoice. Did you see what happened to so-and-so? So when their judgment is coming on them, you need to step back. Because if you don't step back, then you're going to face the judgment likewise with them because of your stubbornness. Israel, your duty is to follow what your God says. And when your God says, leave these people alone, gather yourself, O nation, not desire, Zephaniah 2 verse 1, that's what you're supposed to do. Don't let them tell you about no more about that. That is the whole time thing. No, it's still the modern thing what you're supposed to do. That's the only thing that's going to save you from them. Because they will always turn on you. And they'll always try to make mockery of you, even when you're among them trying to think that they love you. Why would you want anybody, why would you want them to love you anyway? Because they don't even love themselves. Have you seen what they do to themselves sometimes? they steal from each other. Right? Why would you even want to think that they're gonna love you? Right? The only love you need to do is love your own people. Because the Most High tell you, love your brothers of thy people. But when them pastor come in and tell you about you must love your neighbor, who is your neighbor? Have you really started to check it out? Who is your neighbor? Of your people, you come into this organize this school, you will learn who your people are. Not because everybody live in the neighborhood that apply that they are your neighbor. When the Bible say your neighbor, it is of your people. Why then if it's a neighborhood, why nobody love you? They don't even want you to live among the house because they think that, oh, they might, when we go out, they might rob our house. Because they always thinking of you negatively. Some people see you have a nice car, they find somewhere to scratch it or something and you're not supposed to have it because they know that this kingdom is not there. So you're not supposed to be competing to look like them in their kingdom. Right? So if we come together as a nation of people who our Father says, gather yourself, O nation that desire, He would not tell you to do that if there was no good benefit to it. But you rather join the other nation where there's no good benefit for you. And you're happy for them to be abusing you. They must see you and say, you can't say hello to us, you know. But no, you rather them abuse you and make mockery you and make mockery your God and talk all kind of filthy things about you. But you feel comfortable among them. There's no love among them because they don't even love themselves. Loads of time you can see the things that they do to each other and then you expect them to love you? Why? What the benefits of them loving you when they don't love themselves? You're casting pearl to swine. You are the pearl and they are the swines. Right? So stop thinking that whatever you do, I got to change anything about what they feel about you. No, it can't, they won't change. Stop beat your head on stone because you alone ever feel the pain. Love your people. Get up out of the wickedness of this world. Because now you're going to see when the tribulation starts, what they're going to think of you. They're going to want to cleave to you. But because you never step out of them realm to the last statutes and commandment, they're going to think, oh, well, you're just like one of us now. You're going to die with us because what? You neglect your God. And that to give them good reason to laugh at you. But we, look at us. The sister give the support to show you that they wanted the change of their nation to be on top, to achieve that which was already pre-designed for them. We're not even supposed to wear some filthy garments we're wearing. Can you see some of the garments our brothers are wearing? Some of them have on leather. We're not supposed to wear two mixed garments. Right? And that makes you feel like, say, oh, you're in the best style. Your Gucci have on hog skin. And you don't even know that pig skin upon it. But yet still, you want to say, oh, you want to say that they love you? Really? They know what is making that, they know what make that garment, but you don't know. And you're gonna pay loads of money just like you pay for the nasty food for you. They're gonna give you that garment. Make with that pig skin. Right? They're gonna give you that drink in the pub, but you don't even know what is in the brew. They just squeeze it out of the thingy, and you don't even know if pig, what do you call that? You see them say animal protein, but you don't realize maybe a pig out of the pig then get that thing put tonight, right? And you feel that you're Israel. Stop. I think it's time you wake up now. For really and truly, you've been procrastinating for far too long and thinking that you're gonna ever comfortable among these people. They don't love you. Stop wasting time. Can somebody get me 1 Corinthians 10 verse 25?
1 Corinthians 10 what?
1 Corinthians 10 verse 25.
The book of 1 Corinthians chapter 10 verse 25. Whatsoever is sold in the shambles that eat, asking no question for the conscience sake.
So, are you just supposed to just go out on this and just eat anything you see? This is telling you, you're not supposed to just go and take things and just stuff down your stomach because you don't know what is in it. Even nowadays, they are showing you some things coming out of people's body. Live worm, because of the things that they are eating. They show it in some people's eyes. Live worm moving around in the corner of your eyes because what they are eating. You're eating a thing, is it sushi, that raw meat? And you see raw fish. And some, yeah, they that raw meat to the, it could slice the meat in and you eat it. And that not even processed. And then when all kind of parasite in your body now, you start complaining you're feeling ill. When if you did just follow what the law says, do not eat those things. Eat the things that are clean and are designed for you. It makes less stress on your body, right? You get up scratching and itching all over and thinking that it's an allergy. And the amount of parasite in your body. You're always feeling hungry. You feel like you always want something sweet to eat. And the amount of parasite. You're feeling tired because those parasites are consuming all of that minerals that you are supposed to be using to energize yourself in the day. Too much parasite in your body because you're eating the wrong things. Where have you seen our people eating raw meat in the Bible? You don't see that. Where have you seen our people eating the things that our God said we're not supposed to eat? That is the reason why we are what we are today. Breaking the law, statutes, and commandments. What's the point of doing that, knowing that you're gonna get punished? Are you that stupid? You're not gonna see the road and walk out and do if it's a speeding car coming, but yet still you walk out. You take pleasure in doing the wickedness against your God, bringing your children them in a wicked state. As we said, Job never joined in with his sons and his daughter when they were having birthdays. He cursed that day because he realized that his children had cursed God in their heart and done wickedly. So he went into prayer. He never joined with them and said, oh, it's a one-off thing. Oh, I have to do this to my kids then so they can love me. No. He went into prayer because at that time he became a prayer warrior. Just to ask for forgiveness for his sons and his daughter. And the Most High reward him again, double for what he lost. You ain't losing nothing in this world, but yet still you're gonna get double portion. Come away from the things of the world. It ain't beneficial to you in a no way at all. It's for the other nation. It ain't gonna cost you nothing because you ain't got nothing to lose anyway. So why don't you just step away from it then? And make yourself a peace. We found peace in this. We found comfort in keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. I'm traveling 54 miles one way just to reach here to teach the law. 54 miles. And I'm sacrificing. You know what I could be doing down the road? Hanging out on the wall, chatting all kind of rubbish. Every woman may say pass, may have something to say. But look, and guess what? You have one little split feature up here and squeeze up your hair when the smoke come there. And boy, I think I grab your body now. You don't need that.
Right.
But Guinness, brother, man, to say Guinness and the grab your go and good enough. Feel the vibes tonight. Not in it. It's not substantial. Give another hour and a half and it done. What you're gonna do? You're gonna go back to the same thing. But when you come in the law, you feel so comfortable around your brothers who are doing the same thing like you. Show me your company, I tell you who you are. But when they're done, what you really achieve? You not achieve nothing. What you go tell your son, say? Try that little piece of weed, man. You say, good enough, give a vibes, man. The vibes is just temporary and you're destroying your lungs anyway. Because you're not even supposed to be smoking weed. You're supposed to be on it, boiling it and drinking it for 3 days. And give your body rest so it detox it. Yeah? But when you smoke it, the numbness not gonna last forever. But you detoxing your body is gonna last a long time. Because if you eat the food with the parasite in you, there's no benefit there. All of the nutrients that you're supposed to absorb, the parasite is absorbing it in your body. So this nasty food was not meant for you. The dietary law is specifically designed to match your immune system, not the other nation, right? When you see people like crack the crab shell and put it in there. What do you think they're eating? The fecal matter. That's all is in a crab. And that is duty to break it down to a smaller, to a more digestive level for the shrimps and for the other crustacean that is been eaten. Okay? So if we come away from this, these people are gonna feel uncomfortable because they come to realize that you know who you are, you know your value upon this earth, and you realize the heritage of your forefather, what they were doing, and you are happily doing it now. We ain't got nothing to lose because there's nothing left in the world. Find a nice sister, settle down, and start making this a Rolling Stone, get a no mask, and that's all you're running around with the friends and doing. Smoking weed and drinking, and you're trying the latest liquor on the market, and they wear their latest recycled clothes on the market, and what now? What after that? Is that all you can achieve? The law have more to give to you, more beneficial to you than all the things you have accumulated in your whole life. In your bank account can choke a elephant, but what after that? You ain't got nothing else. Everybody spend money, but guess what? You got enough worshiping your money because that's where your mind is, and not on the last Saturday command, which will give you double the amount of things you have. Look into Job's life, and Job tell you he was rewarded double for all that he lost. His kids them and all his material possession. He never stepped away from the law, and that's why God rewarded him, because he went into prayer. He starts showing them that look, all these material things don't mean nothing if you don't have the Most High support, and that's what we have here. The Most High is with us. This is the home of the truth, and this is where we come to detox ourselves from the things of the world. You think we care about the material things? Yes, we have to use it because it makes life a little bit more easier for us. Because I couldn't walk 54 miles to come here. It may take me a couple of days well. And when I come, my foot will be all swollen. But I can drive 54 miles, which is an hour, maybe 9 minutes in normal traffic. In turbulent traffic, might be an hour and 20 minutes the most. But I'm here. And the car drive make it easier for us to come to do this work. You sitting at home, yes, you can go and watch how we break down the scriptures. If you have any doubts, don't be afraid to write them down and question it, because we can go in depth by every topic that we bring out. If it's as with the dietary law, we can go deeper into the dietary law. If it's about loving your brother, we will send you over to choose the class, and they will teach your brother. If it's about respecting your wife and treating your family, we can send you over to history class, because there are laws of history that teaches you how to love your wife and to love your kids. And we are going to show you it historically that it happens before in this organizing it of the 12th tribe of Israel. We ain't got nothing to hide. And the greatest thing about it, it's free. You're not gonna come here and learn on a hungry belly. You're gonna be supported here. We're gonna make sure your belly is full. If you have any needs at home, you don't have to run around tell everybody. Come to us, come to the brothers, and they will make a plan with you and support you. So if things are going on good at home, we have can counsel you. Financial needs, we support as best as we can, but don't abuse it, because no fool is in here for you to come and say, and then you go and take the money, go buy a spliff, or go and take the money, go buy.
That's right.
We are here ready to support each other. There are brothers in here that help brothers, and you don't even know. Because what? It's called brotherly love. You're not supposed to go slandering your brother because you take out a slice of bread to your pocket and give another.
Right.
Right? Love your brother, love the sisters them. Because that's what it's all about. A united 12th tribe of Israel. So you don't have to go make the other nation abuse or spit on you from Endura, throw water upon you from Endura. Come here, sir. We will give you salt if you want salt. We will give you sugar if you want sugar. Don't come expecting alcohol. because we don't want no junk inside here. We're not gonna buy you no tenant. We're not gonna buy you no white lightning. Then you're on the street and stumble from one side to the other. All of these brothers who we are here, even me myself, come out of turbulent times.
Right.
Yeah. So don't think so we come out, we were perfect. But we find perfection in the laws, statutes, and commandments. That is exactly what make you perfect. Not going in the Christian church, the pastor telling you lies and collecting your money. The laws, statutes, and commandments in the ISUPK make you perfect. That the other nation will be jealous. Right. And we wanted to know that it's no different for you when you come here and decide you want to keep these laws. Be focused, be patient, because we never compare him perfectly. We take our time, 6 months to do one thing, and then next 6 months we coax you into the other, and we continue to do 6 months until everything will become as perfect as us keeping the last time command. You think a brother can look over any one of us on the street and offer us a smoke off him spliff? No. We're gonna say, brother, go away with that. That is our foolishness. That is a past life. You think a brother can look at any brother in the school and content say, let's go and rob that neighbor house? We don't welcome those kind of behavior here. We welcome you changing, taking off the whole man, taking off the whole woman. That you don't have to go around there taking somebody else's husband. You'll find a husband. And settle down. Stop cooking them abominable food because you come into this and you know what kind of food you're supposed to eat. If I said to Priest Akayan, go out there and get me some meat, you think he's going to bring back half of a pig coming here? I don't even have to tell him what kind of meat he's supposed to bring, because he already know that pigs, we don't eat those things. He ain't going to bring back a snake wrap around in a bag, right, because we know that we don't eat those things. Right. He's going to bring back the clean meat that he know we eat.
That's right.
He's going to say, Mousa, I was down by the butchers and I see a piece of lamb and it was going at a good price. Let's roast this lamb and eat it together. I said, yes, Akian. Because we know he's bringing clean meat. You're going to bring a piece of pig and can tell me, say, oh, right, I see this pig meat cheap. And then we could have eat it. No. He's going to bring clean meat because I don't have to tell you what kind of meat to bring. Right. He might say, what do you want to eat? Chicken or you just want? I said, go and get me some meat. He just knows that any meat comes as long as it's clean, and the clean meat we're supposed to eat. Remember the ox, the goat, the chicken, the fish with scales. I don't have to tell him just bring meat. As long as you know what kind of meat to bring, I don't have to go into details to tell him, oh, bring some meat where you don't eat Akayan. You know what kind of meat you eat. So you're not going to bring the abominable meat to come half of me. Is not right. A brother with understanding? Is not a brother that know that, look, I have to be treating my brother the way I expect them to treat me. If I send him down the road to get something, he's going to bring back something clean to come and give me. He ain't going to bring no abominable thing there and sit down and eat it with me, knowing that that was what you want anyway. And because you want to eat the abominable thing, you come with it under disguise. You're wicked. And you will have to answer for that, because you are leading, you are putting the blind man out of his way. That is like putting the blind man out of his way. Knowing that that meat was not supposed to be even enter into the property. Most less putting it into your pot. You know how wicked that is? So you and your brother sit down and you know that meat is not clean, but yet still bring it for him, he and him sit down and eat it. That is wickedness. Right? Let's read Luke 22. Verse 7.
You got that?
Okay. Can't nobody. Luke 22. What's the Officer Marcel?
22 verse 7.
Come on. Luke 22 verse 7. Then came the day of unleavened bread, when the Passover must be killed.
Luke 22 verse 7. And when the sun is down, it shall be clean. Luke 22 verse 7.
Yeah, I'm in Luke 22 verse 7. Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. This is what it is, though. That's what he's saying here.
Luke 22,
Hold on,
verse 7.
It's
Verse
sorry, it's supposed
7.
to be it's supposed to be Leviticus 22 verse 7.
Oh,
Sorry, Leviticus 22 verse 7. My mistake,
You
sir.
told me Luke, you want Leviticus.
I know this get mixed up. Leviticus 22 verse 7. And
Sorry.
when the
just getting there. Salakia, just getting there. All right. 22 Leviticus 22 verse 7. And when the sun is down, he shall be clean, and shall afterward eat of the holy things, because it is his food.
You see, it is your food. Whether the sun go up or the sun go down, you must be clean and you must be eating your food. Did it say about eating any other nation food? No. It says when the sun goes down, you should be clean and eating your food. So why you take back lamp and go run or go to the bush to go get crab? Did the Bible tell you to do that? Did any of our people in the Bible done that? No. When the sun is down, you should be clean and eating your food. Where you take bucket and basket and go river go catch shrimps. Is that your food? No. This nation have you so stupid that they even bring it closer to you and package it so pretty that you yourself fall feed eating filth, contaminating your body. So what the Bible tell you, when the sun is down, you should be clean. You never say you should be going around chasing down crab. Or if I'm coming from the spider species to fill your belly. No, it's when the sun is down, you should be clean. You cannot say you're clean when the sun down and you're crab and lobster. There's nothing clean than eating if it can't matter. And you have it on plate at about, boy, I have some pepper shrimp say no, boy, I tell you say not nice in it can't matter. The other nation. Don't you see when certain species of animals or insect or whatever is like a certain time of the year, some of them species of animals or insects breed excessively. What the government tell them to do? You're gonna have to start eating them. Did God tell us when this species overbreed, you're supposed to eat it? No. Cockroaches running rampant in your house. You're supposed to take it and make snack? No. This when the sun is down, you should be clean. Eating your food, that will make you clean likewise. But it never say you must take back lamp and go run down crab by night. It never say you must go down to the river, go pick up shrimps or lobster. Because that don't make you clean. What make you clean is keeping the laws, statutes, and commandments, doing as it told you to do. Not doing what the other nation says you must do. You have listened to them far too long. You have come at age where you're supposed to be able to separate the good from the bad. You're not a child anymore now. You can make decisions for yourself. And if you cannot make decisions in knowing how to the law, statutes, and commandments, come to the ISUPK. The door is always open. There's always a phone number available. Send a text message if you call and you don't get anybody. Send a text message. A brother will respond to you. Because we want you in this to show you that you are God-chosen people and the system is made against you. The system is running against you to keep you docile, to keep you contaminated and confused. And you want to pass that down to your children?
That's right.
You ain't got no love for yourself, but love your kids by showing them the right thing. Love your kids by making the right example that they might follow and say, yes, my dad did do this because now I come to realize why he's doing it because it's right. But no, you don't want to live that way, Israel. The other nation who have you in the region for the longest time, that's who you want to follow. And that's who you think is. They cannot make a good decision for themselves. So how are they going to make a good decision for you? Remember, their abomination is in them. Their wickedness is in them, not you. You are only adapting to their wickedness to be accepted. Read that for me again, please.
Leviticus 22, verse 7. And when the sun is down, he shall be clean, and shall afterward eat of the holy things, because it is his food.
Clean. There you go. When the sun down, you're not supposed to go to a restaurant and get crab and lobster. That not make you clean. Right? That contaminate your temple. You can't, someone on your sit and you can't even sleep when night come. Do not torment. Because all of that nastiness just stir up on nobody. And all of that, what do you call it? All of that, them contaminate, what do you call it? All of those insects and something in them, in your body. And they themselves not giving you no rest. Because your body won't be able to break down them parasites that is in you, that come from the food. If those insects couldn't be broken down in the other animals and when you eat, or your body will break it down when they design for you. Your body will be filled with parasites. Some will come to your eyes, some will come to your ears, come to your mouth. But if you not eat the clean food, when the sun down, you would not fear fight with them parasite by night and can't get no sleep.
Right.
Eat clean food, keep the last statutes and commandment. That is your duty, the whole duty of you, Israel, because you are the prince of the power. You ain't become the prince of the power by eating abominable food and breaking the law. You become the prince of the power because God choose you and make sure everything for you was right, was clean, but you choose the wrong way and
That's
thinking
right.
that you are Gentile.
Right.
You are not Gentile, you are Israelites.
That's right.
You supposed to be the light of the world. Israelites. You supposed to be the light of the world. Yeah? Can a house up on a hill be hidden? No. So you must stop hiding among the other nation of people to be accepted. You are supposed to be that light, that house up on the hill that shine bright, that the other nation can see you and say, yes, this man is a wise man. He's following his God, not our God, because our God can do nothing. Have you seen that woman on the internet recently that says she was so sick and she was sacrificing to all kind of idols, and that was recently, and none of them could do nothing for her, and she turned her life around by following Yahushua and seeing that these Hebrews children online reading and she following some of the scriptures, and when she realized, she get relief from her stress because she come to realize that she was one of the Israelite children who was acting like they are Gentiles, but she come to realize who she is, and that she was rejoicing so much that she throw away all the idols that she was worshiping and sacrificing them because she realized they're dumb. They ain't gonna do nothing for her. And what? That is the wickedness her parents passed down to her. But when she come to realize, kind of most wake her up and say, look, these ain't gonna do nothing for you. She accept the fact that these dumb idols cannot do anything for her. And she turn her life around and give her life to her Savior. Yes? Because she is an Israelite and find it so comforting that her prayer was answered to know that she is an Israelite and she don't have to be doing the things that she's doing. Sacrificing for her wicked mother and her wicked father who introduced her to this wickedness. There's no way you should have been bringing your kids into them kind of nastiness and wickedness. The other nation don't love you. The other nation don't care about your hurt and your pain because they benefit from it. Remember, the police get paid because you break the law. If you were keeping this law, you wouldn't have to worry about him. He would have to be worried how he's gonna pay his mortgage, how he's gonna send his kids to school. But because you're stubborn and stupid, he's paying his mortgage off your ass. He's paying his mortgage off your ass. He's driving a brand new Range Rover of your stupidness. And this, we conclude today's class. remember, don't eat the abominable food. Eat your food that when the sun is down, you're clean and you're eating clean food. And with that, we thank all of those online and we pass the class over to Officer Ariala.
Clap it up. We are the ISUPK. These are the security announcements. We are the ISUPK, started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for a new brother and sister. When a new brother and sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to share themselves from the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After the 6 month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Ties, which is a commandment, Numbers 18 and 21, Malachi 3 and 8 to 10, means a tenth in the Hebrew, Mahai Asherah, 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to the treasury department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations, Wednesday, the 2nd of October, the feast or the memorials of tabernacle, blowing trumpets. Salakia. Remind our Kamanakwas to check the bulletin board in the hallway. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, to start wearing all black boots, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf. And with that, we're going to give Officer Mozart one courtesy salute. Men of Israel, I Mariam. I Mariam Shabbat. I Mariam Barak.
Yeah, how about Shema Shah?
How about Shimei Shabbat?
Yad Yamata. Class dismissed.
What does Mawasa?
Thank you, brother.
Yes, man. Good to see you, man.